So tonight I have a little twist on a typical blind. I'm excited to try this out, so stick around and pour up. It's the Bourbon Nut. Hey, welcome back. My name is Brock, and thanks for joining me on this episode where tonight I've got a blind set up here with what I'm calling a benchmark pour. We're going to try this out to see with the 4 bottles that I pick, which I will share with you guys in a minute, how they stack against this benchmark, which is the unknown. My wife poured this up, have no idea what it is. It's anything could be open in the collection that I have, so I'm not sure what it would be. She took a picture of the bottle so that way I could have a reference point, and she did put a sticker on the bottom of it just in case I didn't understand what she wrote on the bottom of it. If she abbreviated it and didn't get it, we have a picture that I can go back and reference. But anyway, the intent here is to have a little fun here with 4 random bottles I'm going to pick out, some varying proofs, finishes, type, just to kind of see how it stacks against the benchmark that I'm calling here, the controlled pour, the benchmark pour, whatever you want to call it. For this blind. It's a different twist. I think it's kind of fun to kind of see the bottles you pick, whether or not you like them against what is the unknown part. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it. So I'm going to show you the 4 bottles that I've got listed here poured up, and then I'm going to put them in here, cover it up, spin them, lay them back out so I won't know at least the order of which 4 these are, but you at least know where the 4 bottles that I picked to kind of go against this benchmark pour. So first up we have is Natural Barrel Company. This is a 7-year age stated, coming in at 115.62 proof, an NDP. Really good. I was just there a couple weekends ago for my birthday and had some good products from Natural Barrel Company. Love that place. Next up we have good old John J. Bowman. This is the single barrel coming in at 100 proof. This is Buffalo Trace Mash Bill number 2, I believe. I can't be sure 100%, but again, 100 proof, single barrel. A little variation from the actual straight bourbon. Next up, we have Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Just came out. This is the A925 Barrel Proof Rye. So I got a rye in the mix here to kind of mix it up and just, again, add some different types for this blind first time around, right? And then last but not least, I have a Weeder, good old Maker's Mark. And this is the North Carolina. This is the State Series that came out in the fall last year, I believe, or in the wintertime. That every state has their own specific profile, right? So for North Carolina, this one is a fresh and vibrant with notes of sweet fruit and salted pecans. And there you have it. Those are the 4 bottles that I picked randomly to kind of go against this benchmark here. So I'm going to put these out of the way, and then I'll put them in the solo blind here. Let me move this pour here, which, by the way, this sample pour I've not smelled. I have not tasted anything with it. And that's by design, so that way I'm not tempted to be swayed by what I could pick or anything. So I picked the bottles first, have not smelled or tried the sample pour, and we're going to go ahead and mix these up. Put this on it. We'll give it some spin. All right, and we're good. We'll go ahead and take it out, and we'll get this party started. All right, let's go ahead and get the unknown or the benchmark pour up in here. And what I plan to do is I'll work my right to left, your left to right, glass A, B, C, and D against the benchmark here that I have sitting up here on this little barrel here. So let's get into it. I'm excited. So let's go ahead and get the controlled one on the nose first. So let's do the benchmark on the nose. Ooh, shit. These ones I picked might be in trouble. Super sweet. This almost smells finished to me. It's finished in something, that's for sure. Super sweet. It's rich. It smells really good on the nose. Let's go ahead and try the benchmark on the palate. Cheers. All right. That's good. Let's go ahead and try letter A. Let's get this one on the nose. I'll be honest, this smells muted compared to coming off that rich and finished product there. So, okay, this one smells vibrant. Raspberries, very fruity. Relatively light on the nose. Let's try on the palate. Little thin, but It's got a nice finish. I'd like it to be a little more viscous, and I think it's just coming off the finished product that was a little more oily and viscous. It's almost velvety-like in some aspects of it compared to this. So the goal, without diving too much into notes and details and everything, is, do I like this better than I do the benchmark? Yes or no, or is it equal to? So for me, I'm going to say this is less. I prefer the benchmark over glass letter A so far. The ones I do like better, I think I'll pull out and set it out front, so it makes it easy for me to remember which ones it is. And the ones that I don't think is better, I'll just leave in here. And if it's equal or the same, hell, I don't know which way I'll do that, but I'll make some kind of note to make sure I do that and note it. So, all right, so let's go on to letter B. What are the chances I pick one of the 4 that my wife picked and poured in here? How funny would that be? I just thought about that. I was like, shit, that could have happened. This one smells really good. This also smells rich, very caramel heavy, vanilla. I like the nose of this one a lot. That's pretty good. We'll go back to the control here. It's kind of just what you're in the mood for, because that is so rich and sweet with that finish. And this one is really just pretty balanced, I think, in my mind. Just caramel and vanilla. Your baseline bourbon. It's got a little bit of like honey nut, Cheerio kind of grain kind of thing going to it. But I mean, it smells really good and it tastes good. Sweet on the palate. So is this one better, less, or equal to the benchmark? Man, I'm gonna have to say this is also less. I prefer the benchmark over letter B here. All right, let's go to glass 3 or letter C on the nose. Let's just, here we go. Man, the benchmark is just so rich on the nose and sweet. Yeah, it's really good. That's hard to beat that. These might all not be better than the benchmark. All right, let's try on the palate. I was digging this one, and then I got a little after effect on the back end. The finish there threw me off a little bit. But what I got on the mid palate was really sweet and was kind of stacking up, something kind of close to that. But on the back end, the very, very back end, it had I wouldn't say an off-putting note, but it was different than what I was expecting. So, man, that's hard to beat. I'm just gonna have to, let me try one more time. I think this was probably the closest to being maybe equal, but still not there in my opinion. So I'm gonna say this is also less than what that is right there. All right, that's just the way I look at it so far. So let's get the last one on the nose here. A little fruit here on this one as well. I smell a little bit of woody on this. Pleasant on the nose. Let's try the palate. This one's kind of oily, a little viscous. Let's see how it stacks up to this one though. I don't think this one beats it either. That's crazy. All 4 of these I don't think are better than the benchmark that I have poured for my wife. So I don't know what it is, but it's really good. It definitely tastes finished though. I just don't know what it would be though. It's really good. All right, so that's all of them. So now it's time to reveal what is the benchmark pour and find out the 4 bottles that did not beat this mysterious benchmark. So now let's go ahead and reveal the bottles that I have here since I mixed these up. And again, remember this one was probably the closest I think to being equal to it, but the other ones I think were just, not as good as the benchmarks here. But let's go ahead and pull out the bottles in the order I got them here from left to right here. Left to right on your side, that is. So this is B. So B was the John J. Bowman, which Kind of makes sense. It was kind of fruity, which Buffalo Trace is kind of lighter fare for me, coming off of the benchmark. The finish was pretty good on this one, but again, I think the richness and the finish part of that, the sweetness, just really carried all the way through, and I really enjoyed that benchmark pour more than that. So let's see. So let's see what else we got here. D. All right, so that's the Maker's Mark State Series. Wheated mash bill, right? Coming in at 100.2 proof, I believe. And this was North Carolina specific, based on some aspects of North Carolina that makes this profile a little different than other states, right? So that one is the second one there. And let's go on to the third one. This is letter C, which I think C was I think I picked this up earlier, Nashville. Yeah, so C was Nashville Barrel Company, which if you remember, that was the one I thought was probably the closest to being equal to this, but not quite there compared to the benchmark. And that makes the last one here is the, not last place, just the last one based on how all these were all mixed up, and I laid them out here too, because again, each one of these are going against the benchmark. So this one was just the last one here, so you can kind of see all four of them here now. Now the fun part. What is the benchmark I was drinking? And she wrote it in like pink or something, or what the hell? This is the Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. Oh, this is the Oloroso Sherry Casks. Okay, holy shit. So the benchmark was the Jack Daniel's Distillery that I just got a couple of weeks ago, the Oloroso Sherry Cask finish. So this is from 2023. Really good. So this is the benchmark that I was not aware of until the very last minute here when we revealed it. So again, very cool. Thought it'd be a cool way to kind of do a blind a little differently. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this is kind of something cool you'd like to see a little more of. It's pretty cool to have a benchmark and then you just pick 4 random bottles to see how they stack against the benchmark. You might find some you like better, some you may not like as much, but you'll get to find out along the way, which is kind of fun for me, I think. So let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, sip your passion.